Welcome to the 2021 Poverty Bay Blues and Brews Preview, presented by the Rotary Club of Des Moines and Normandy Park. And now your hosts, Glenn Bishop and Catherine Carbone Rogers.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2021 Blues and Brews Preview. I'm Catherine Carbone Rogers and I'm with Glenn Bishop. And we are from the Rotary Club of Des Moines and Normandy Park that puts on Blues and Brews every year. And we are super excited today to be able to introduce you to some of our featured brewers who are going to be at Blues and Brews this year. So first up, I want to introduce you to Alex Dittmar from Airways Brewing. Welcome, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
Good to have you here.
There we go. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, sure thing.
Glenn is pulling out a couple of the beers that I don't know if, have you decided what you're going to bring to Blues and Brews yet?
I think we're going to bring those two. So yes, he's pulling out samples of the two that will accompany us.
Okay, great. So we've got Jumbo Juice, IPA, and what's the other one?
This appears to be a Beer Garden Killer beer, which is an amber lager.
Yeah, and that's our summer seasonal of ours, so amber lager.
Alex, I'm assuming we're going to start with the amber, right?
Yeah, I would start with that since it's a little less hoppy and won't fry your taste buds. Not that the other one will, but...
But you never know. Can I pour for you,
Yeah,
Catherine?
please. Thank you, Glenn. Yeah, so while Glenn is pouring, you want to tell us a little bit about the beer and this beer and the characteristics that you're going for?
Yeah, we brew that every summer. It's an unfiltered Franconian-style lager from my favorite region of Germany. Very balanced, very easy to drink, only 4.8% ABV, so alcohol's really low on it. Designed to really be consumed by the liter or half liter. One of my favorites that we do, and we've been doing that beer since 2012.
It smells like Germany to me.
Smells like Germany.
Smells like Germany. That's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting smells.
I've not been to Germany, so I don't know how to respond to that.
Exactly.
Soon, someday.
That's great. It tastes like something you'd want to drink on a hot summer day, which by August, I think, we're counting on Blues and Brews being a hot summer day. And we are super looking forward to it.
Absolutely. That's a nice beer, Alex.
Yeah, having been out there for many years at Blues and Brews, I think with the hot weather that will go over very well.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, Alex, how many Blues and Brews have you been at?
I think we've done the event every time it's existed. So what does that make it? Like 8, I think, by now?
At least.
And of course, we were supposed to do last year, but there wasn't one last year. But looking forward to doing it again.
We really appreciate that Airways has been part of Blues and Brews since day one. It's really been great to have you come out and support our club and the causes that we support. And Blues and Brews primarily benefits our Highline Music for Life program that gets musical instruments to children in our school district, Highline School District. So we're really appreciative of all of our breweries that support us. So, okay, now we're on to the Jumbo Juice.
Yes, I took the time Catherine was talking about Blues and Brews to pour a second beer, Jumbo Juice. Alex.
Yeah, so Jumbo Juice, we don't really have a flagship beer, but if I were to have to choose one, it would be that. It is a very balanced, hazy IPA with Citra and Apollo hops. Not a lot of bitterness in that style, but a lot of flavor and aroma. I like to say if you can't smell it from the glass of the guy sitting next to you, then we did something wrong, because it's so aromatic. And we bring that. We've brought that before. I think it's also a good. It's a little over 6% alcohol-wise. I think it's also a very good balanced beer, and we've gotten a lot of people who don't like IPAs into that style.
Yeah, I can totally get that, because it's definitely an IPA, but it doesn't have that super hopped up bitterness to it that some Northwest IPAs tend to have, which can be good too. And some, but that it's not either good or bad. It's just different. But this is really refreshing. This is actually one of my favorite IPAs in the Northwest.
Super nice, juicy beer. I love the hop profile here.
It has a lot of fans, and I think it's a good broad appeal beer.
Yeah.
I just on a personal note, I'll tell you that this was my wife's gateway into liking beer. So thank you for that, Alex. I hold you personally responsible for her beer consumption.
Yes, that's good. That's good to know. And thank you also for supporting us throughout the years as well.
Thank you, Alex. We're really looking forward to seeing you in August, and thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Excited that the event is going forward this year.
Thanks, Alex. Skål.
Our next brewery guest is Jacob Earl from House Brewing, and welcome, Jacob. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, we are. I am a new. I'm new to House, so I'm going to taste it for the first time tonight. So tell us a little bit about your brews.
We do a lot of just traditional ales. We've started getting into a little bit of lagers. The two beers I brought you guys tonight are our longest standing beers we've had since we opened in 2015.
And Jacob, where's your brewery located?
So we're located in Black Diamond off of Highway 169.
Great, and you're pretty new to the brewing scene then.
We started back in 2015 at our family farm, and then the last 3 years we've moved out here to Black Diamond and are currently building out our new space right now, which we'll have a full restaurant and our brew house all together.
Wow, that's awesome. And is this your first time at Blues and Brews?
Yes.
Well,
so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you. It should be a good time. Okay, Glenn, break it out.
All right. Jacob, I'm going to assume we're starting with the Wood Amber Ale.
Correct. Yeah, so that's this year we signed up and are doing the ales for ALS. So we're donating proceeds to the ALS Foundation with every pint sold.
That's great. I mean, in Rotary, we're all about doing what we can to make the community better and to support good causes. So that makes this beer even better. Tell us a little bit about the profile of this one.
Kind of a darker amber. It's got some nice caramely notes, a little bit of bitterness. So it's kind of an even, smooth beer. A little bit higher on the alcohol, around 6% or so, but overall a pretty easy drinking, clean beer. Yeah,
it's nice and malty and
oh wow.
Yeah, it's rich. It's like almost like a beer milkshake.
Yeah, super accessible, really nice malt character in there. What kind of malt are you using in that, Jacob?
We're just using our raw 2-row, a little bit of Crystal, 60, some Wireman, Special W. Then we're doing Willamette hops throughout the whole boil on that.
Well, give me a second. I want to finish this one, but then I'm going to pour your other beer.
Too good to pour out. Okay, so this is the Wood Amber Ale, right?
And what else have you got here?
Then we sent you guys, I'm pretty sure, the Tree Spiked IPA, which another one of our original recipes that we had when we first started. So it's kind of a Northwest kind of style IPA. It's got some caramel malt in it to kind of give it a little bit of a balance to the bitterness. So a slight sweetness, but not too much.
Oh yeah, that's a much lighter beer when I look at it.
Yeah.
78 IBU on this one. Is this going to be a hop bomb for me?
It's fairly hoppy.
Well, we definitely have folks who like those.
It's a fairly approachable IPA. It's not too crazy hoppy, and it's got a little bit of malt character to help that out.
Yeah, I think it's a good balance between the malt and the hops. Yeah,
absolutely.
I like it. Yeah.
That is really nicely balanced.
Yeah. So House, were you a lumber family? Is that how I mean, I'm definitely getting the lumber theme with the beer names.
A little bit. So my dad's side, they did logging back in upstate New York, and then that's kind of moved in. We all like chainsaws, and we have a small sawmill that we're using for cutting our lumber for our new space. especially our new bar tops.
Very cool. Well, I'm going to look forward to getting out there and visiting when you get it open.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this one you've been brewing pretty much since the beginning of you opening?
Yeah, 2015.
Wow. Well, it shows. I mean, you've mastered this one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here tonight and for throwing your hat in the ring for Blues and Brews this year. We look forward to catching up with you in August and later coming out and visiting your new place. Thanks, Jacob. So this year at Blues and Brews, we are really excited to have Camp Colvos Brewing back. They are on Vashon Island, and we've had them once before. I happen to be an early adopter of Camp Colvos Brews because Matt Lawrence, the founder of the brewery, is somebody that has become a friend of ours, and when we first met him, he was just doing like brewing at home for fun, like home brewing, and then that became a subscription service, which my husband and I subscribed to. So we were getting beer from Matt on Vashon Island, and now it's like a whole thing. They've got a whole big brewing operation on Vashon and a tap room and everything. It's very cool. So this one,
I've not heard of subscription service beer, but I like the concept.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They're also opening a second location out in Tacoma as well.
They are. Yeah, they are.
And I know Matt was super excited about that. Just wanted to mention it.
Yeah, and there might be some place here in Des Moines that you can get Camp Colvos beer on a regular basis. So,
and what would the name of that place
That would be the Quarter Deck.
Ah, yes, the Quarter Deck.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that one.
This first beer that we're tasting is the Mukai Lager. And Mukai is actually a Japanese garden on Vashon Island. So it's got that island moniker. This is a nice refresh. Matt does some really interesting...
Wow, really nice.
Really interesting and innovative things with beer.
It's sweeter than a normal lager. It's got really, really interesting malt and hops working together on that. That's a really interesting pairing in the way that works together.
There's some citrus in there too, right? It's light. It seems like a spring or summer beer.
Very characteristic lager in that it's very light and drinkable. Alcohol is 4.7%, so it's not quite a session beer, but you can definitely sit down and have a couple of these.
Yeah, I think this will be awesome for August when we're having Blues and Brews. So, yeah.
Absolutely going to be a good beer in August to help put away the heat of the sun during the day.
Yeah. We are really excited to get back into doing in-person events again. We have not had an in-person event for a while with the Rotary Club, just, COVID. So we had to cancel last year, and we're going to make up for lost time at this one.
Indeed we are. This can't be the last in-person event we do in 2021. And by this, I mean the shooting of this video.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so...
I may have poured you too much. Do you have an empty glass I can pour for you?
I do, actually, right here. Okay, so
Excellent.
This next one is the Buckhorn IPA.
And this one is this is the strongest beer we're going to have today. It's 6.6% alcohol. So I'm going to give Catherine a little extra.
Great, thanks, Glenn.
Oh, wow.
That's an IPA lover's IPA. That's got some serious hops, bitterness to it. Like if you're all in on IPAs, Buckhorn IPA is going to be your pick at Blues and Brews.
That is a really tasty IPA. It's not overpoweringly hoppy.
No.
The hop it's definitely presence. It makes its presence known, but it's not going to rip your face off like some beers do.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's robust and but very flavorful and balanced. I like it.
Absolutely, very, very balanced, very flavorful beer. Very nice.
Yeah. So Camp Colvos Brewing will be with us in August. Looking forward to that.
So am I. Looking forward to meeting Matt and experiencing this beer again.
So Blues and Brews Festival for 2021 in person this August 28th from noon to 8 at the Des Moines Beach Park. And we're really excited to welcome everybody back for a big in-person event. Well, we are very excited to have the Stacy Jones Band performing at this year's Blues and Brews. And Stacy Jones Band is a returning band, and we're super glad to have you back. And I want to introduce Rick Bowen, the drummer for the Stacy Jones Band. And thank you for being here with us today, Rick. I'm really glad that you guys are always returning, always supporting Blues and Brews. And I got to know, what keeps you coming back to our Blues and Brews Festival?
Good music, good people, good beer for a good cause. I think the whole band is on the call if you want to bring them in.
Seriously? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, oh, awesome. I did not know that. Hey, well, welcome. Stacy, how are you?
Fantastic. So looking forward to being able to perform this year. We're itching. We played 2 shows in the last 14 months, and we're just starting to get back out there again. So really looking forward to everything coming up.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you know that the venue that we have is great for any band, but it seems like it's just really well geared to the blues as well. So, yeah. And who else do we have on the line tonight?
My dad, Tom Jones, the bass player, and Jeff Mantier, our guitar player, are here as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're really super excited to have you, and I know we always look forward to having the Stacy Jones Band on the stage. So,
oh my God!
Yeah,
you guys bring down the house every year.
Yeah, well, it's one of our favorites. It really is a venue like no other. So, I mean, just as a performer, getting to look out at the the beautiful field and the water and everything like that.
And the beer.
and the beer that we're going to be drinking when we get off the stage.
Yeah, well, we all look forward to that. So, Stacy, band members, we understand that you've got a song keyed up to do for the preview, something that you're going to play at the Blues and Brews Festival. Tell us about that song and how that came about at this time.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll let Jeff talk about kind of the guitar work, because that's his right there.
Well, I mean, I've been working in open E tuning for a few years, and that just sort of came out of it. I'm just sitting around during COVID, just playing a lot of guitar, and the cool thing about the song is it's a whole band song. I mean, I brought the groove, the chord, it's a simple song. I brought the chords and stuff like that. But and Tom supplied the lyrics, and Stacy supplied this fabulous melody to it, and Rick supplied the groove to it, and we just built the song over, a couple months, and so it's really cool. It's a very, organic, developed song.
I wrote the lyrics years ago, and I never found a music to put it to. And Jeff came up with a great tune, and we were rehearsing it, and I said, hey, I got some lyrics that might work in it. I got some lyrics that might work in there. And Stacy says, oh, yeah, I remember. I love that tune. And so she made them fit perfectly. So, yeah, it was a good matchup.
Did you do all this remotely during COVID?
We've been doing a Friday night live broadcast at our home studio, Loud House Studios. And so we've been doing every Friday 2-hour.
It's JBTV.
It's JBTV. We have 40 episodes out that you can find on YouTube as well, and so yeah, we were able to. It was interesting. It was a show. It was a podcast. It was a gathering of friends. It was all sorts of crazy stuff, and in the midst of it, we have several new tunes and are actually in the process of recording them right now.
Very cool. Well, you know what? I am super, super looking forward to hearing you play at Blues and Brews, but we're going to hear a little preview right now. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Take a good look inside yourself. Take your past and put it on a shelf. Find out what it is you want to do. Then brew it right, 'cause you are doing it for you. Try not to let the doubts get you down, 'cause this big old world is gonna keep on spinning round. Don't stop crying, there's lots of time for trying. We're gonna make it through. Oh, we are gonna make it through. Don't stop crying, there's lots of time for trying. We're gonna make it through. If you Jones. Jump in, tell the guitar. My dad, Tom Jones, on the bass.
Got to the end.
One of the things I love the most about Blues and Brews is, yes, the music, yes, the beer, but even more than that, 100% of the net proceeds go to causes in our community and around the world that are sponsored by the Rotary Club of Des Moines and Normandy Park. And the biggest cause that this event funds is Highline Music for Life. And it's a great organization that puts musical instruments in the hands of students in Highline Public Schools who want to play band. And so we are able to collect used instruments, and Highline Music for Life gets them refurbed and into the hands of students. So that always makes me feel really good about having a great time, great music, great beer, and a great cause. We also we fund a lot of other projects with this event as well. Like even during COVID, we collected coats for kids. We supported the food bank when our community really needed it the most. So everything that we do in our events is to fund the projects that go right back into this community and into communities around the world that really need the help. And that always makes it a great time because you're having fun and doing good at the same time.
Indeed, you can drink to music and help people who are going to need the help.
So this year, coming out of COVID, we are not going to be able to do any ticket sales at the gate. So you got to buy your tickets in advance online at drinktomusic.org. So early bird tickets are on sale June 1st, $35 per person. It's a steal for all the music and all of the great beer you're going to drink. So again, drinktomusic.org, $35. Get your early bird tickets starting June 1st. We look forward to seeing everybody on August 28th, noon to 8 at Des Moines Beach Park for the 2021 Blues and Brews Festival, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Des Moines and Normandy Park. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We are looking forward to seeing you on 8/28. We can't wait. And thanks to all of our featured guests here tonight, Airways Brewing, House Brewing, and Camp Colvos, and of course the Stacy Jones Band, who will be headlining for us, and we are looking forward to it. So drinktomusic.org, get your tickets now, and we'll see you on 8/28. I just didn't want to look stupid.
Because that's my job.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever said in my life.
Okay.
There you go. Take a slug.
Hey, I'm trying to,
You're doing awesome.